Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Talina. Today I'm making this video in hopes that it will get me to actually commit to a buying ban. Every time I say I'm going on a book buying ban, I go out and buy lots of books. So this is definitely not from all at one time. I have literally 4 huge stacks in front of me. This is everything from the past probably 6 months or so. I mean, there's definitely some I bought in the past 6 months I'm not showing here, but I just kind of did a look-see-loo around my library and everything that I saw that I was like, yeah, I purchased that recently. I got here. It's currently the very end of Thanksgiving, almost December, and I'm now committing to a book buying ban. I need to stop. I have so many books on my TBR. It's insane, and it does stress me out. So my goal for the new year is to work through all of these. I have read some of them in the stack, but I have probably 300 books on my physical TBR now, and that just, it really stresses me out. So let's just get into this. My first stack here is from God, this is so bad. It's from an event that I went to about a month ago, and basically there was a venue that a bunch of authors were at, and I just go insane. First I have Spell You Later by Zoe Shea. Tell me this isn't the cutest cover you've ever seen. And then the edges, this was a signing special edition. So yeah, you tell me that, I'll buy it immediately. I'm like, okay, got it. Here's some art that went with it. And then I got it signed. This just sounds super cute, super fun, so I got that. For reference, that day I was wearing a Taylor Swift crew neck, and I walked by this one table, and like her setup totally caught my eye, and we just make eye contact at the same time that I saw something on her table. I think that had to do with Taylor Swift or something, and we just nodded at each other. I was like, yeah, I'm here, tell me about this. And that is The Truths We Make by Samantha John. This is the House of Poe, book 1. The little, like, I don't know what this part's called, like not the blurb, but like for the fans, it says, Poe gets his emotional reimagining in this dark gothic romance for lovers of the Inheritance games and every summer after. I think she had like some reputation or some sort of sticker, I have it here somewhere, that like went with this book, and I was like, yeah, you got me. Here is an art print and signed. Yeah, she was telling me that this was totally up my alley, and I'm so excited to get to these. Next, I got the entire Conduit of Light trilogy by Chelsea Ann Tompkins. Is that right? Yes, Tompkins. This is A Conduit of Light, the first one. Whoopsies! Oh my gosh, that was a close one. A Baron of Bonds and a Blightress of Wrath. These are adorable covers, and I've seen them in my friend's bookstore before, and I've wanted to get them, but I never had because I knew she was local and I'd probably see her in person sometime. There's a little art print, and then all 3 are signed. And here is another bookmark. So yeah, I've been really excited to get into these. They are so floppy. I love that. And also her other series sounded super interesting. It was like fairy tale retellings, spicy, all of that. But I wanted to try these out first. Next I have To Reap a Pomegranate by Lydia Lyer. This is an author I've known for a little bit, but she's doing a different pen name for this book. I really love her. I've seen her multiple times. She's super sweet. And this is actually the first of her books that I've read. The other one's totally winter vibes, and I'm getting to that very soon. But I needed something, like I'd forgotten my book at work or something, and this is super short, so I needed something to read in a day. That's exactly what this was. It was great. Of course, signed. I'm trying to make this section quick. I could talk about these authors forever. Next, I got another trilogy. My bad. I'm gonna butcher these names. This is first book, The Golden Rose of Valinor. I'm so bad at names, okay? This is by Anna Hawthorne. Yeah, these were adorable. Her setup was so cute, and I don't know, all I heard about this was that it's vampires, and I was sold. So those are all 3 books. Got some art, and then it's signed, and she had like one of these, I forget what they're called, but I think that's so cool. It has like, oh okay, it's called the Demon Wars trilogy. I think there's another one coming out actually. So I love that. That's so cool. Okay, these are my last books from that event. This is, it says Crown, so I'm assuming that's the name of the series. The Crowns trilogy. There's book 1, North Queen. She had her setup put together and her descriptions of the books on point, and my friends and I were so sold on this whole trilogy. I think all 3 of us bought the trilogy. Some art. A sticker pack. Got a signature. Yeah, I'm super excited for this one. I was planning on getting to this relatively soon. I have the first book on my like priority TBR behind me. And next, from that same day, but a different event, my friend hosted Sarah Hawley. Again, I'm so bad at names. But I bought these 2 books from her. Servant of Earth, this book has been popping off online. And then A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. So you got some art for it as well. That is gorgeous. And this one, oh my gosh. This one's from the second book, Princess of Blood. I didn't get that one since it's not out in paperback yet. So of course got those signed. And yeah, that was a super fun event. Okay, next, just moving on to random books that I bought from bookstores. I have The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. Again, not a book I necessarily pick up, but I went to a new bookstore in Seattle and I have to buy something at every bookstore, indie bookstore that I go to. So I just picked this up. I've seen it going around recently. Like very different from what I would normally read, but I'm excited to give it a try. I got Immortal Consequences. This book is just so pretty. Alchemy of Secrets. I love Stephanie Garber and I'm super excited to jump into this one. Next are the 2 Fairy Loot books that I purposefully went out sought after on Pango because I needed these editions. Have I read either of them before I did this? No. Also, own the regular editions of these, and I think I'm going to unhaul those because I don't need 2 of these, but I kind of wanted to read them and see how much I love them and then decide. But first, I have Bury Our Bones and the Midnight Soil. This cover is absolutely stunning. The art on it is insane. Absolutely gorgeous. And the naked hardcover. Yeah, this is just one that I needed the edition of because it's so pretty. And the other one, this has to be the prettiest book that I own. I don't know why. I'm so drawn to this. This is the Rose Bargain by Fairy Loot. It is so pretty. Oh my gosh. And the art is stunning. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. And the naked hardcover is also absolutely beautiful. I am obsessed with this edition. Going along the lines of special editions, I ordered these special editions from Fae Crate. There are 2 Caitlin Taylor books. I love Caitlin so much. And when I saw these, I had to get it. They come in a little box. I have Graves and Jagged Hearts. Here is Jagged Hearts. Honestly, like, I didn't see the editions before I bought it, and they're not, like, my favorite special editions, but they're pretty, they're alright, they're pretty, you know? And I love having Caitlin's special editions, oh my goodness. I like the art. Jagged Hearts isn't my favorite from Caitlin, like it was good, but it's not my favorite, but Graves, however, is definitely one of my favorites, and I already own a special edition of Graves. It is, oh, you can't see it, it's over there. But here is this edition. Yeah. He looks crazier in that picture than I really imagined. And then the naked hardcover. Next up, I'm so lucky to live close to an indie bookstore, but it's bigger because every author that comes to Washington typically goes there, and that's at Third Place Books, and they host some of my favorite authors ever. And one of them was Rebecca Ross. This event was so good. I got to have this signed. This one was pre-signed, so I didn't meet her, but like I saw her and listened to her doing a panel, and that was super awesome. I got these 3 books off of Facebook Marketplace. This is the To Bleed a Crystal Bloom series. Someone tell me if this series is over or not. I don't know if it's just these 3 books, but I know they got picked up, and these are the indie hardcovers, and these are going to be hard to find soon, and they are expensive, but they are super pretty. And there's the third. They all have like this design on their naked hardcover. But yeah, I just wanted to have these before they went out of print. Next, I got Your Knife, My Heart by K.M. Moranova. Such cute art inside and the edges. I got this at, I'm blanking on the name right now. It's a bookstore in Puyallup. Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting the name? Anyways, I'll put it on the screen when I remember, but I stop by them every once in a while when I'm going from here to Olympia to visit family. But yeah, I saw this at their new release table. This is before I read one of K.M. Moranova's books. I recently read Fabric of Our Souls. Loved it. So I'm really excited to read some more of her books. I got Project Hail Mary, again, very out of my comfort zone, but they're doing a movie on this, and I've heard the audiobook is incredible, so I got that. Another curse of going to an indie bookstore and needing to buy something is Bewitched. This isn't one that I like had on my radar, but again, new bookstore in Seattle, and just picked this one out. I mean, it sounds good. This one's weird. Like, it's not something that I'm going to dislike, but it's just weird how attracted I was to this book and to the point of me finally buying it. And that is A Soul to Keep. Every time I went out with my friends to the bookstore, I was like, is it time? Is it finally time that I buy this book? And I never did. And then every single time that I went to a bookstore, I'd look at it and I'd be like, do I buy you yet? So it was a long time of me doing that. And now that I have it, I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it one day. So yeah, just one day I caved and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna get it. Next, I got The Princess Knight, solely off the cover. This cover is so pretty. I do have this featured in a haul in a recent video, so I won't go into crazy detail with that. I got Loving the Liar. I'm currently in the middle of the North Shore series by Lola King, and I'm loving it, so I've heard good things about this series. Next, I got Reign of a King, definitely getting to this one soon. I'm reading the whole Reign-verse, and I love it so much. This will be like a one-day read for me, so excited to get to that soon. Another one that I'm super lucky to have been able to see at Third Place Books, Alchemized. I got to see Senlin Yu. These are, again, pre-signed, but they came with, ah, my goodness, this, which has some merch on the back, and this map. I don't believe every edition has these end papers, so that's cool. And it has her signature. I'm still super excited that I got to see them, and I'm really excited but nervous to get into this book. Okay, time for our last stack. I got books 2, 3, and 4 in the Madison Kate series recently because I read book 1, told it in my December TBR video that I'll be posting soon, and I loved it and immediately read every single one of these in the span of one day each. So these are already read, and I had so much fun with these. This is another event that happened at Place Books, but I wasn't there for it because I actually forgot to include this one. Right here, Brimstone, Callie Hart. I just got to see her this last week. Super awesome. But the day before that was Lindsay Strube, and I wasn't able to make it. So I didn't go to this one, but they had signed editions still there. Got the pretty edges, of course. I've already read book 1, so I'm super excited for this one, but it's signed. And then Brimstone there is also signed. This one's a super random impulsive purchase. I've never heard of it before, but it's called Unraveling the Beast. I got this at my friend's bookstore, and there was some sort of like note that they had put up there that was like, this is the darkest of dark. And I was like, yeah, okay. Love that. Next, I have Fall I Want. I already read this book for a past book club. This is in a reading vlog somewhere, I think. It has a signed book plate, some bookmarks, and some art. I recently also purchased Chasing the Wild for another book club. This edition's gorgeous. This is Ex-Boyfriend's Daddy. Oh my god. Yeah, this was spicy and exactly what I wanted from it. It was great. As we spoke about earlier, I read The Fabric of Our Souls recently and loved it, but this is a semi-recent purchase-ish, so I thought I'd include this. But yeah, this was fantastic. I recently bought Soul Searching again for a book club, and I DNF'd this one. Don't come at me. I didn't like it. Okay, all I have to say about that one. Okay, last few here. My friend held, oh my god, Elizabeth Helen at her bookstore. That was absolutely insane. I got to meet them. I got to have them sign all of my books and all my indie editions back there, but those aren't recent purchases at all. So, but they just came out with their first book, Bonded by Thorns, just got published by Bloom, which is incredible. And this was a like signed deluxe pre-order situation, and then they ended up coming to hardcovers, but I don't believe every edition has this. And got them signed, and they were incredible. Definitely one of my favorite authors, and it was so awesome to be able to meet them. We're not here to gush about that though. Moving on. I've recently bought Good Spirits, new release, favorite author. I love B.K. Morrison, and this is one of my current book clubs, and I'm in the middle of this book. I'm on page 40 if you're curious. So far so good. Excited to read some more. I love B.K. Morrison's writing so much. And these last few are from today. Today is Black Friday, and I went to my friend's bookstore. They are having quite a few deals. One I was interested in was spend $150 and get to choose from one of their ARC selections. I wasn't planning on it. I kind of went around the bookstore, I was looking around, and I didn't see anything that I really wanted, but there was an author there signing, and I knew that event was coming up, but I didn't know it was today. I just stumbled upon it, and I was like, oh yeah, I was excited for you. I've never read your books before, but they sound very up my alley. She was telling me about all of them, and I bought all of them. So yeah, I have a problem. Anyways, skipping right past that, first we have the Sinner Sideshow Duet by Aiden Pierce. Here is book 1, Circus Creep, and book 2, Carnival Creeps. These are beautiful covers, and oh, so fun. She signed them, and then her artist was there doing some art. So he drew that little guy. Here is book 2. Oh my gosh, this one is gorgeous and literally an example of what will happen if you tell me that it's a signing exclusive copy and it's your last one. I was like, it's mine. It's literally mine. And here it is. This is Bound Duet. It's beautiful. I love the, like, I want to call it sparkly. It's not sparkly. Like the reflective whateverness. Super pretty. And it came with some gorgeous art. We've got this little art in the signature, and I think this one she was saying was inspired by the movie The Labyrinth with David Bowie, so I'm interested in that one. This one, it's got a little wrapping. I have the Bishop Rituals Complete Duet. This is so small for a duet, but this is also a signing exclusive or just a special edition with both of them in there. But yeah, there's that little page. So pretty. And since that was 150, I was able to choose an arc. They had 2 left, and this isn't something I'm very interested in, but it is the X Dilemma. It just says, marry or lose your inheritance in this irresistibly fun and flirty contemporary romance. This one isn't out yet. It comes out on the 27th of January, but it's just not my type of book. I'm not crazy into contemporary anymore. I keep it for a while and see if this like blows up, and then I have interest to read it. Yeah, that is my entire book haul. Thank you so much for watching if you stayed until this point. I need a solid break. I have too many books that I haven't read. And like I said, it does bug me. I want to get back down to like at least in the 100 range. Like that was manageable. Recently, I've just absolutely gone off the rails, so I need to reel myself back in. You're still holding me accountable for that for the new year and for the rest of December. I probably will get a couple for my birthday and Christmas. Hey, not my fault. You know, I'll try not to purchase any though. No promises, no promises. Enough rambling. I need to stop buying books. Hold me accountable, please. And I hope you enjoyed this book haul of me spending too much money. I will see you in my next videos.